Before we kind of go down memory lane a little bit, I want to know what was kind of going through your mind when you find out that you're going to be going into the Arizona Sports Hall of Fame here in a few weeks, when that announcement came out.
It's really very exciting, but I think more importantly to me, it's a very prestigious honor because it means the people in Arizona in the sports world recognize my efforts as an athlete. And I'm being honored for that, and very, very honored to be representing Arizona State University.
Nobody necessarily starts their career. When you jumped into the pool, I don't think you did it to become a Hall of Famer, but when you get honored and recognized in this way, I assume that's got to feel good and kind of gratifying in a sense.
Yeah, it really is, because when I first started swimming, everybody has goals and aspirations. So when I first started swimming, the thing was the highest level you could go was to make the Olympic Games. And when I was 11 years old, I was watching the Olympic Games in Mexico City. And I told my parents that I was going to make the Olympic Games.
Oh, wow.
And I had only been swimming, I started swimming at 8, but I hadn't started swimming year round until 10. So I'd barely been doing it for a year. And a year later, I qualified for the United States Nationals at 12, and there were only 3 12-year-olds at that Nationals, and all 3 of us were on the Olympic team 3 years later.
Wow.
So, you know, the greatest thing is dreams and aspirations become reality when you're willing to sacrifice and do the work, put in the time, and have a little luck on your side. It's amazing. I mean, I was just 15, and a 15-year-old back in the 70s is not like a 15-year-old nowadays.
I was going to say, I barely remember 15.
Yeah, and I was just getting ready to enter my sophomore year of high school, so I missed the first month of school to go to the games. Opening ceremonies was on my dad's birthday,
Oh, wow.
and I swam the last 4 days of swimming. So to sit there and watch the games going on, and you're just like, my day is coming, my day is coming.
I know we were talking a little bit before we started recording, but you bleed maroon and gold. You said whether it's football, basketball, you get to as much as you can to support. Why is it so important to you to keep pouring back into this university?
Because the university did so much for me. The university opened up an opportunity that wasn't available to a lot of girls, because I graduated from high school in 75 and started here in the fall of 75, and they had only had women's scholarships in the country for 1 year. Title IX didn't exist yet. And when I was 12 years old, or 11 years old, I told my parents I was going to go to Arizona State. And I knew that this was where I wanted to go to continue my swimming. And the fact that ASU had a program, that ASU had opened the door to women's sports, had scholarship money available, it gave me the opportunity. Plus, I've always been a big believer that it's important to give back, not only to the sport, but to the state as much as possible if you can, and also to athletics in general.